Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I generate thousands of qualified leads every single day for my SMMA completely automated. Now, the process that I'm going to show you in this video is exactly what I'll be using to this day to generate over 600 qualified sales calls. Now, I can even refresh the page just to show you guys that what I'm actually showing you right now is legit, right? And the reason you can see I'm not booking in any more events right here on Calendly is just because I've actually switched from Calendly to tidycal.com, and I'm not in any way affiliated with this, guys. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive right into the video, okay? So the first step that we'll need to take is to install the IG Exporter Chrome extension, okay? So simply click right here onto this link. And guys, if you want this document, just simply shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll send it over to you for 100% free. Now, let's get back to the IG follower export tool. What you wanna do is simply add this thing to Chrome, right? And once you have it, it will look something like this, okay? So click on it and then just simply click on export Instagram data, okay? Now, we are going to use this tool, guys, to export the followers of influencers inside of our niche. Now, the reason we are going to scrape the followers from these influencers is that the people that follow these influencers in our niche are people that have already shown interest in our market, meaning we will have a higher chance of finding more qualified leads, right? So let me show you an example of this, okay? In my niche, a qualified and big influencer is Sergi Gattari, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste the usernames. And also, guys, when scraping the followers of these influencers, make sure they have a minimum of 10 to 20,000 followers, okay? So I'm going to copy the username. I'm gonna put it right over here. I'm gonna put the delay onto 5 seconds, extracting type followers, and I'm gonna click on start new parsing, okay? Now, with the free version, you only be able to extract 500 profiles for every account that you scrape, okay? And the premium version, where you can do this unlimited pretty much, I believe it costs $9 a month, which is also pretty cheap because we are gonna get lots of qualified prospects out of this process, right? So let's wait until this thing gets to around 300. And as you can see, it's also pretty fast. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this thing and I'm gonna save the file to CSV, okay? So as you can see, we have right here the file. What you wanna do next is you can close this window and you wanna go over onto Google Drive, okay? Now onto Google Drive, you wanna drag and drop the file that you've just downloaded right here, okay? Now I'm gonna click on replace just because I have another file that has the same exact name, okay? Let me close this thing. Now, once you've actually put in your drive, you wanna refresh the page like this. And as you can see, you will have Sergi Gattari followers.csv, right? So you wanna double click, you wanna click on open with Google Sheets, okay? Now let's wait until this thing actually loads. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Right, now we have it, okay? So what you wanna do next, guys, is you wanna only keep a few things in here, okay? You wanna keep the username and the profile URL, okay? The rest, we are going to delete everything, okay? So we don't need the full name, we don't need the avatar, nothing of this stuff right here, okay? Now, what you wanna do is you also wanna delete the row right here, okay? This row, okay? So you wanna keep it in this format that you see right here, okay? Now, obviously, not every single lead in here is gonna be qualified, okay? So what we need to do is we need to actually qualify these prospects, right? I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this, okay? So what you wanna do is you wanna click onto the lead cleaning and lead scraping code document, okay? First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use the scraping filter, okay? So copy this line of code and then you wanna put it right here onto this cell exactly, okay? Very important that you put it onto this cell, which is gonna be the C1, okay? So you wanna click onto paste, it's gonna load, and you wanna click on allow access, okay? Now, this line of code is pretty much going to extract the biographies of these profiles, okay? So let me drag and drop this to around 100 leads, something like that, right? and it's gonna take just a few seconds to extract all of the biographies that you see in here, right? Now, once we have all of these biographies, guys, what we need to do is we need to qualify each and every single profile. Okay, so you want to go back onto the lead scraping template and you want to use this qualifying filter. Now, this filter is going to only keep the profiles that have certain keywords in their biography. Okay, so in my case, guys, I help agency owners and coaches, right? So the keywords that I could put in here could be agency owners, I could put coaches, I could put marketing, I could put digitals, and so on and so on. Okay, so what you want to do, guys, is you want to make sure to change the keywords inside of this filter according to your ideal client profile. Okay, so let me show you an example of this thing right here. Let's go back right here. You want to put this whatever you want, really, and as you can see, it only kept 2 people, right? This guy had I help and I help. Okay, let me show you another example of this. Right now, if instead of only putting these words right here, we put, for example, let me show you. In this case, we have this lead that has funnel inside of their biography. Okay, so I'm gonna put in this example, let me change this up like this, right? So we want to put funnel. Okay, so let me do this thing right here. Boom, as you can see, it kept the lead that had funnel inside of their biography, which is, I don't know where it is, right? And then what you want to do is simply grab the usernames, and then you will have these actual qualified leads, right? And guys, if instead of doing this process only for 100 people, you do this for 2, 3, 4,000 people, you're gonna get so many qualified leads on a daily basis. Let me show you the actual math. Okay, now let's say that you guys are getting 2,000 qualified leads per week, okay, which is usually what I get. Okay, now let's say that you do 280 outreaches every single day for 7 days, okay, which means you are sending 1,960 outreaches per week, okay, which is pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. At the moment, I'm sending around 300 to 320 DMs a day, which is a little bit more than 2,000 outreaches per week. Okay, now let's pretend that you have a 10% reply rate, which is pretty decent, right? You are getting around 190 to 200 responses. Then let's say you have a 50% booking rate, which again is pretty decent. You are getting 30 qualified sales calls every single week. And let's say that you have a 20% closing rate, which is not that great. You're getting 6 closes. And if you have a 3K offer, this means you can literally make $18,000 in a week cash collected. Okay, so you see, guys, how powerful this process is. Okay, because if all of the people that you're contacting are actually qualified by using this framework that I've just showed you in this video, you'll be able to close so many more deals, right? And this, guys, is everything that you have to do if you want to start getting lots and lots of qualified leads fully automated. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.